We have exactly, and I mean exactly, 50 2-year-olds to bring back at 3. Wow. Now, some of these horses are condition claimer types or horses we're going to race throughout the winter. Let me just fill you in where I see the sophomores, the upcoming sophomores, going, what we're going to be doing with them. Adrenaline Rush, we'd like to see him come back as a grassroots type and do some damage as a 3-year-old. That would be nice. He finished off the season tired. One ankle was bothering him. He'll be fresh when we bring him back. So he'll come back, I would suggest, 1st of January. You'll probably see Adrenaline Rush back. Barbie's Crown trained last week in 2.5, trained in 2.4 this week. Mario was very happy with her. I suspect she'll school this coming Friday, and then she'll be in to qualify. Beef and Cheddar, I know that I got to talk to Matt a little closer this week. I know Matt was looking to maybe soak up the rest of the shares of Beef and Cheddar. Him and his friend probably want to race the horse, which is fine with me. It means little to me. See if we can work something out between our clients and Matt. Let's see if we can get that done this week. Better's Hope. One thing Kevin said was, listen, he's well-bred. He's always been on a line, a little rickety. Let's give him all the time in the world, then there'll be no excuses when we train him down. I love that idea. I think it's a great idea. So this horse will be brought in when Kevin says bring him in. Blue Monk trained in 2 minutes the other day. Went to the vet, got a little vet checkup, got a little work done. I suspect he'll school maybe next week. I haven't talked to Kevin yet, but I assume he's on that type of plan. Braemar will be out. What's now? Probably first part of December. We'll start bringing him back in. Where is in? I don't know yet. We have Globetrotting, Spirited Dio, and Braemar, who I think would benefit from maybe a trip south for the winter. Same reason Spirited Dio. I'll keep a little closer eye on her this year. But she has graduated into a much different horse. Globetrotting, again, is a filly that didn't train down well, didn't respond well to the corks and the winter training down here. It's a filly that, one way or another, I think we are going to send her to Florida. And then Braemar, I don't know if he'd benefit from it or not. Gets around a little track good. He's never wore a boot in his life, so it's not like he struggles at Tamiko. Do we bring him back here? Do we send him to Florida? I'm not sure yet. I'm mulling it over all the time. I see these lists. I think about it. It's on my mind. Let's just leave it at that for now. Brilliant Corners. I'd like to give him a little time off. This horse had probably the most unorthodox training schedule I've seen in my life, from being too hot and trained down crazy to being tranquilized for most of his training regiment down through March through the first part of May, and then being hard on himself at the track. He wore himself out, burned himself out. So let's give him lots of time to bounce back, and we'll see how our boy Brilliant Corners does when we bring him back in. Broadway Roll is going to be ready to race in the winter. We won't be racing her in stake races next year. She'll likely be going in the condition claimer types throughout the winter. We'll see how she does throughout the entire winter. Let's see how that works. Is that better? No, it's not better at all, actually. Where are we at now? Cambridge Star trained in 2.3 on Saturday. I suspect he'll be into school next week, or maybe I'd like to see him go one more strong mile in 2.5 and then school. I'll talk to Jason. Jason's trained him. I haven't seen him in a while. We'll see how Cambridge Star is this week. Can't Muscle Me, Harry told me quite politely. The filly's been training well. No hobbles on her right now, but in 2.25. I'm excited. To see how this filly's going to continue to train down. Captain's Maid will be coming back this week. I might have said that last week, but we will be getting Captain's Maid back this week from Ohio. Carry a Big Stick is continuing to train down. I'll go with him maybe Wednesday. I'll talk to Harry about that. I was happy how he trained right before I went to Timonium. I knew he'd need another week of some heavy lifting, so I'll go with him again this week when I'm back. Cut the Line has been in 2.3. Mario said next Saturday he'd like to qualify her at Flamborough. Fine with me. Eternity Road is beginning his trek to the races. I said to Jason, maybe we'll just gallop him for a little while. Strengthen those hind legs up, same as we did with Johan. So I think we'll start galloping Eternity Road for about a month. We'll throw the odd training session on the trot in just to evaluate how he's coming. If we're not happy, we'll take him to the vet again. This horse we're being very, very cautious with. I think you guys know why. This is an extremely talented horse, and the last thing I want to do is see him injured in any way. I want to make sure we bring him back the safest, strongest way. So Eternity Road, I think we'll gallop him for about 3 weeks. Then we'll hit the trot with him. Then we'll reevaluate. First Glance will be coming back in probably around December 1st, maybe the 15th. I'm not sure. Somewhere around there. Have to talk to Mario on that. Fox Valley Britska is training down now. Jason has him in Shedrow 12. I saw him the other day go on the track. He looked like $1 million. I know he trained him. I don't know how hard he's trained him. I suspect he's been in 2025. We'll see how he is in the coming weeks. Frilly Fringes trained in 2.4 on the weekend, but I know James wanted to go slower. Him and Jason trained together, and I think James wanted to go a little bit slower. He was a little pouty afterwards. I said, you know what, the filly qualified. She's got lots of work into her. Relax. You want to back her up for next week? Then back her up next week. I really don't care. So I think Frilly Fringes will probably go mile 2.5 next week, and then we'll look and see how she feels. Girls with Swirls trained on Saturday also. She's getting closer. I think she's been in 2.6 or 2.5 or whatnot. Gray as a New Red is Indigo Tuesday. Don't think she drew good again. I'm getting really sick and tired of these draws with some of these horses. Gray as a New Red's only got a couple of starts left this year, and then we'll shut her down and let her grow up and see what we have as a 3-year-old. GW Chrome will probably come in mid-January-ish to see how he trains down. Want to make sure he got lots of time off. He deserved it. Really like this horse, and I really want to see what he can do this coming spring. I assume maybe a week before the Hackett will be his first start as a sophomore. Holy Chick 2-1 the other day, Mario told me. He'd like to take him, her, and Won My Heart Hanover. Both went in 2-1. Both want to go to the vet Monday morning. So we'll get them up there to get them checked out. Eclair AM, here's a filly that couldn't be turned out any fresher or sharper or stronger than she was. A real easy win at the Meadows in 58. Then she's second in 55 in the mud in Philadelphia. So really interested to see how Eclair AM's going to come back. We'll probably bring her back first part to mid part of December. I'm a Lovely Lady. Want to give her lots of time out. My God, she was tough all year. Had a tough year and responded very, very well. Very happy with, I'm a Lovely Lady. She just always drew poor, got a tough trip or whatnot, and drew 8 in the final, parked the whole way, finished 4th, closing at the wire. Just a tough filly. Really happy with what I saw from her and excited to see what she's going to offer up as a 4-year-old. I'm Hill on Wheels will start jogging back in a couple of weeks. Everything is done medically with him. Just have to start him back up. Italian Grit. Kevin has Italian Grit now. He's starting to jog back and train back. I haven't really checked in with him, but I assume he'll probably start training him this week. Jazzy Judy. Jazzy Judy's with Jim King in, as of right now, right this second, in Maryland. She's going to race on Tuesday at Dover Downs. I'm going to fly down and drive her. My first ever driving assignment at Dover Downs, so we'll see how we make out with her. Jesse Balboa looks huge. Huge. I don't know, he turned him out and he came back. He was massive. I saw him. Shelby loves him. Turned him out today. Brought him back in. He is huge. So I think he's been in 14, James said, and he said he was happy with the way he trained on Saturday, so I'm eager to get some updates from him. Keystone Raven's training back. She's getting closer every week. I think she's probably been in 212, 215. I'll talk to Mario about her tomorrow. Let's Roll On is down in Jason's barn. Let's Roll On. Starting to, he'll start to train back next week or so. I don't know if he started yet, but if he hasn't, he soon will. Miss Meringue will come back probably first part of December from Ohio, as will Mama Knows Best, as will My Jazz. All 3 of those fillies are on the exact same rotation. My Jazz got an extra week or 2 of turnout just because the other ones were racing when she wasn't. So My Jazz, Mama Knows Best, and Miss Meringue will all return first part of December. No Free Lunch just went out. Just went out to the field. He's going to get a couple months off. We'll bring him back. So what's the date? He's not going to come back till January. So we'll see how No Free Lunch is when he comes back. Northern Blizzard, want to give him lots of time. I would suspect he'll be back in January 1st. That's the plan with him. Off-Road Hanover, Perfect Record will both race all winter. Now I am going to give Perfect Record a couple weeks off just to freshen him up a little bit. Off-Road Hanover has been in 2.5. He's going to qualify, I think, or school next week at Flamborough Downs. As I said, Perfect Record, a little time off. We'll bring him back and get him back going. My God, it's hot in here. Maybe we can just turn up some of the cold air here. Yeah, that's better. Oh, hot. Rose Run, why not? I've been mulling it over. I think we're just going to shut her down. I'm not 100% positive yet. I really don't want to stop her with such a disgusting line in her last start. You know what? Maybe we'll school her this Thursday. If she schools good, we'll race her. If she doesn't, she's all done for now. I mean, this affiliate I thought was had a bright future, who I thought would win last week. That's why I left with her the way I did. She raced poorly, scoped a little sick. Blood come back okay. nothing glaring on either avenue there, but clearly she wasn't on her best behavior and her best day. So, so I think let her school. We'll see how she schools, then we'll make that decision. Set the Mood trained in 2-3 the other day. He's going to be schooling soon also at Flamborough, at Mohawk. Cirrus Blue Chip won't come back in for a while yet. He'll be in soon, but Kevin asked me to give him lots of time. It's a horse that's very well bred, always had that bump in his stride, so let's try and figure out why. First thing we'll do is give him lots of time out in the field, which we have, which we will continue to do, and then we'll evaluate him when he comes back. So Admirable's back. Really excited to see what she's going to do this winter. Sweet Ambitions will be coming back this week again. Tanzanite Tricks. Now, for all our patient owners out there with Trixie, she's ready to go. She got the vet work done. She had a temperature and snot the last 3 days. Will she be able to qualify on Friday? I suspect yes. Let's see how that turns out. That's My Girl will be out till mid-December, end of December. Tipsy and Dixie, same thing with her. Give her lots of time. She deserved it. Walk on the Moon, I need an update from the veterinarian. Like, he has been in his stall being treated with this eye since he got hurt. He's been in the stall for 6 weeks. I can't keep going on with this. He's going to need to go to the farm, out to the field. So I want to get a proper diagnosis and prognosis moving forward from Walk on the Moon this week. Where we was up, I believe he's got one more treatment in his tendon. And I've really left it up to Kevin and Melissa, Dr. McKee, to figure out what we're going to do with him moving forward and how we're going to attack this issue. Where we Welcome will be coming back in the next week or two, I suspect. Maybe December 1st. We'll see how she looks. Well and Down will be back with the rest of the Ohio crew. We bring them back first in mid-December. And then Won My Heart Hanover. I can't wait to see Mario Racer. I just told him today, I said, I don't care where you enter her. She schooled in 2-1. She's going to the vet Monday. I don't care where you enter her or what you do. Put her in where she can win. I don't want to see her at Mohawk at 25-1 morning line. Put her at London. Put her at Flamborough. Put her wherever you think she can do the best. That's what I want to see from Won My Heart Hanover. So that's all the 2-year-olds. All 50 of them. All 50 of them. We'll be back in a minute. We still got the stables to talk about. And then that's it for today. I'll get you guys underway and out of the video section of the stable for the second week in November. Take care.